Hi, everybody. This is Miguel Penna with the Southern Florida Concierge Association, wrapping up the last Zoom call for 2021. This makes call number 18 since we first started back in May 2020. It has been an amazing time, and we've had lots of fun. Lots of information on this call. We had John Copeland with the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. We also had Kim from the DDA giving us information on the area. John is giving us information on Basel and everything that's going on during the holidays and into Q1 and Q2 of 2022, along with some hotel statistics as well. And then we have Ceci Velasco with the Ocean Drive Association is going to give us information on Ocean Drive, what the plans are for Ocean Drive, and most importantly, what's going on during the holiday week. Remember that New Year's and Christmas this year fall on a weekend. So it's not just one day, it's a multitude of days with multitude of activities. So if you have about 40 minutes, please join us. Also, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click on the YouTube, look for Southern Florida Concierge Association, subscribe, click the little bell, and you can get updated as soon as we post every single time. On behalf of the Southern Florida Concierge Association, all of its concierges, corporate sponsors, and board of directors, I want to wish you and your family a most joyous and safe happy holiday and happy new year. God bless. Hello and welcome to the SFCA podcast. Our goal is to inspire travel. We want to expose you to what Miami and South Florida has to offer. From Key Biscayne to Coconut Grove, South Beach to Calle Ocho, and everywhere in between. Miami is a vibrant city and offers a wide array of popular attractions and venues. Come join us. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for our monthly Zoom call. Once again, December. Finally, the holidays are here. Another year is in the books, getting ready to move on and welcome 2022. Got some great speakers on. Regrettably, Christina Crespi, the executive director of the Miami Downtown Development Authority, could not join us today, but she will have an alternative joining us shortly. So we're looking forward to having that individual join us. But we still have on deck John Copeland, with Director of Cultural Tourism with the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. We also have Ceci Velasco, Executive Director of the Ocean Drive Association. They're ready to give us the latest and greatest on what was an amazing last 30 days regarding Basel and all the other satellite shows and so on and so forth. Good morning, John. Good morning, Ceci. John, you want to go ahead and start up and take it away from there?
Thanks so much, Miguel, and good morning, everyone. It's great to see everyone on here today. And we had just an incredible Miami Art Week here in early December. I'm going to pop up a little slide here and share some information with you. As everybody knows, the Art Basel Miami Beach was back in early December, December 2 through 4, with a little abbreviated show, but the crowds came out nonetheless. This year was the 19th edition of Art Basel Miami Beach. So you know what that means for next year, 20 editions here in Miami Beach, and we are going to be celebrating big time. Plans are already underway for next December. But just a few of the highlights from the show this week or this year, all throughout Greater Miami was activated. Wynwood Walls had 11 new walls painted by muralists this year. So if you haven't been out to Wynwood Walls, make sure you get out there and check out the new murals. They are absolutely fantastic. There were activations all over the city. The celebrities that were in town, everybody from Drake to Alicia Keys with a private concert at Super Blue. Lizzo performed out on Miami Beach. Kim and Kanye were at the Miami Marine Stadium for the Louis Vuitton fashion show. Venus Williams was in town buying art. Pharrell Williams was here. Cardi B was performing. We had Adam Levine and Bahati. They bought a $950,000 piece of art at Art Basel. It was just amazing. And of course, Lenny Kravitz performing in town, and Hailey Bieber here hosting a lot of friends and celebrities. But it was an amazing week. And of course, the buzz this year was the NFT craze, which really, really took off. And if you don't know what NFTs are, ask a cryptocurrency Bitcoin fanatic. So this is a blockchain artworks that are sweeping the art world right now, and everybody is trying to get their hands on the latest and greatest NFTs. So we had incredible brand activations as always. The brands continue to come to Miami Beach during Miami Art Week to celebrate and to showcase their iconic new wares that they have. And some of the brands that we saw were Louis Vuitton, of course, in the Design District, as well as the Marine Stadium. We also had an amazing event that a lot of people didn't know about because we don't own private jets and weren't invited. But at the Opa-locka Airport, they had their own art show that went on out there. And from what I understand, it was incredible. The Opa-locka Executive Airport had more than 150 private planes in town that week. And at that point in time, I believe they said on Tuesday evening, there were more private aircraft at Opa-locka Executive Airport than any other airport in the nation. So we were the home to the world's elite. We had a great activation in the Design District by F. Devlin and Chanel. It's up through December 21st. So if you haven't been there to see that at the Design District, I encourage you to go over and see it. And of course, the health and safety protocols were on everyone's top of mind at all the fairs. Every fair that I went to did a great job with masking and checking for vaccination cards as well as negative tests. So everybody seemed to appreciate that and didn't deter anyone. And so it was a really fantastic week. Other brands that were in town were NetJets, Lexus, BMW, Dior, La Prairie, and American Express in a big way. And so we're excited to be able to host all of these activities during Miami Art Week as it continues to grow. So Miguel, I think now I'm going to slip on into a little bit of stats, some facts and figures about how the week went. And my colleague, Andrew Woburn-Smith, who's our Director of Research and Business Intelligence, was kind enough to provide me a few fantastic slides. And I will admit, I am not a researcher or statistician, but I will do my best to interpret what we've got here with a little bit of industry updates about how hospitality and tourism is doing. And so one of the things that we always take a look at are sentiment surveys. And these are surveys that go out to travelers about what they're thinking, what's in their mind, what are they planning for the future. And so naturally, we're seeing a lot of concern about the Omicron variant that is out there, people starting to think about whether they're going to delay their trips in the early part of the year or not. But most of those that are planning to travel are still planning to get out there. And in fact, 68% of our holiday season travelers will be visiting friends and relatives. And another 60% do plan to go out and go shopping. However, there are some concerns about the rising costs out there, and personal finances continue to be a concern for a lot of people as they are making their plans. But one of the things that we will see is the openness to travel inspiration is at 60%. It's dropped a little bit from 2 weeks ago. Again, the news of the Omicron variant are out there, giving people a little hesitancy. But despite these declines, 30% of American travelers will be heading out on holiday trips. So that's a good sign for us. Now, let's take a look at how we are doing as a destination. And this index is an important part of our research and measuring how we're doing now compared to in the past. And so we will see a lot of positive sides here. So air travel, MIA passengers, we've just seen some great articles come out in the Herald this week about how they are really rocking and rolling at Miami International Airport. Now, if we look back to a year ago, we only indexed at 41.5 compared to 2019. But if you look at this week, this past week on Thursday, December 9th, we over-indexed at 107.9, which means we were above that same day in 2019, which is a fantastic sign of recovery. You'll also see the same indexes up for hotel rooms sold, as well as dining, our in-house seated dining. And remember, we get this dining information straight from Open Table. So you can see these lines are all indexing well above this same time in 2019, which is a great, great sign of our recovery. Now let's take a look at specifically our Miami Art Week hotel room numbers. And so you'll see this is the week ending December 4th. And if we take a look at the room rates, and this top line is countywide and includes everything within the geography of Miami-Dade County. A little bit of change here in occupancy, but the room rates, we are over indexing 33.6%, which is a great number. And then again, here is 397%, 21 versus 2020, again, during the pandemic. So we're seeing great numbers here. Look at these room rates on Miami Beach. That's an average daily room rate of $669, almost $700 a night for a room on Miami Beach during Art Week. So these are great numbers, great signs that Art Week was a success and hotels were able to really capture a lot of needed revenue during that week. Looking a little bit further as we look toward future performance and what we're expecting in the future, here we're looking at our year-over-year numbers. Again, 2020, occupancy is there at 2021 here at 66.7%. So doing well. The ADRs are staying up for the full year as well as RevPAR. And then looking into the future quarters, what we're anticipating is 75% occupancy in Q1, which is always the hardest season here in our destination. And starting to trail off a little bit into Q3, that will be our summer season. And then picking up again into the fall with a healthy prediction for 22 at a 71.7% occupancy. So good numbers all around, very positive for the destination, and we continue to do well. And so with that, I'm going to see if I can bounce out of my PowerPoint and talk about a few highlights here, Miguel. We are in Miami Arts, Culture, and Heritage Month, and all of you are very familiar with our Temptation programs run by the GMCBB, which include things like Miami Spice and Miami Spa Month. Arts, Culture, and Heritage Month runs December through January and has so many great offers. And so I'll encourage everyone to visit miamitemptations.com to learn about the special deals. We have more than 30 participating organizations with offers. Excuse me. You'll find 25% off tickets. You'll find great BOGOs on here for buy one, get ones, admission to Coral Gables Museum. You can get a lot of free things on here as well. So please visit Miami Temptations to find out what's happening between now and the end of January. And then finally, I want to highlight some things for the holidays. As everybody is looking to make their holiday plans, we are thrilled to have Nutcracker back with Miami City Ballet. They'll be at the Arts Center here in December. The Arts Center has a lot of fantastic programs, some holiday concerts, some jazz concerts on the way as well. I've got to highlight their Broadway season kicks off the week after the Christmas holiday with Hairspray. And so that Broadway show will be back on the stage at the Adrian Arts Center. We've also got a lot of things happening throughout. Downtown Doral has a fantastic concert series and performance series in that area. It's a fun way to get outdoors and experience some arts and culture. Also, the South Miami-Dade Cultural Arts Center, which has some terrific offers inside the Arts, Culture, and Heritage Month Temptation program. And then as we look forward to the New Year's, we've got Orchestra Miami doing a free concert at Collins Park on New Year's Eve. They're doing an Ode to Joy, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony with chorus and a full symphonic orchestra and fireworks. I know Ceci's going to share with us a little bit about what's going on at Ocean Drive, so I'm not going to give it away for you, Ceci. I'll let you have all of the spotlight there. And then in early January, please turn out to South Beach for the South Beach Jazz Festival, which is January 8 through 10, and it's happening at various locations on South Beach. It's a wonderful jazz festival, and I hope everyone gets out there. And then looking a little further down the road, the South Beach Wine and Food Festival is coming back in February. It's February 24 through 27. Tickets are available now. Get them while you can. We do anticipate a sellout as it does every year. And with that, Miguel, those are my updates.
Perfect. Thank you, John. Thank you. So we've got great news. Regrettably, Christina couldn't join us, but we do have Kim Hillis on deck with us. She's going to give us an update on how downtown has been going. And as John had alluded to during his presentation, that Tuesday during Basel, 150 private jets on the tarmac because Miami was the epicenter. And now Kim is going to tell us why, because everybody wants to move to Miami. It's going to become the new Wall Street very soon, which means higher rents, higher land values, higher home equities, everything. So Kim, welcome. Thank you for joining us and give us the latest.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Just making sure you can hear me.
Perfectly.
Oh, perfect. So hello, everyone. I'm Kim Hills, Marketing and Communications for the Miami DDA. Over the past decade, downtown Miami's infrastructure has improved dramatically. We now have transit options promoting car-free travel, along with an extensive list of retail options, dining, hotels, restaurants, residential towers, and quality of life enhancing capital improvements. These investments have allowed Miami's urban core to thrive as a transit-oriented destination where people can live, work, play. As downtown's residential population grows, the city is focused on enhancing everyday life at a streetcar level. Some of the major capital improvements are the Miami Bay Walk, which is a 5-mile linear path in development along Biscayne Bay with a community amenity. This Saturday, shameless plug, there will be a movie night in Bayfront Park, free and open to all downtowners. That will be Sunday evening, starting at about 6 p.m. In addition, there's a New Year's Eve event, again, returning back to Bayfront Park this New Year's for all of our downtowners. The Underline, a 10-mile urban trail right there, beginning in Brickell Financial District and connecting a series of neighborhoods to the south. Second shameless plug, Holiday Village is at the Underline during this holiday season. Definitely check out the website and pay a visit. Thirdly, the revitalization of Flagler Street, now underway, which will restore downtown's historic Main Street as an iconic pedestrian-oriented thoroughfare, which, John, we had the pleasure during Miami Art Week, the Flagler Street Art Festival, and during our 125th celebration of the city of Miami's birthday, we did a 3D mapping light show, free and open to the public on the historic courthouse. So the Flagler Street Art Festival had the likes of having an opening meditation with Deepak Chopra on Tuesday night, several artists. It was very open. It's the future of how we see Flagler Street and the revitalization and the activity of Flagler Street happening in the future. New companies moving headquarters to downtown Miami from other cities. If we've learned anything over the past 12 to 18 months, it's that Miami is the undisputed Wall Street of the South. And increasingly, we're becoming a viable alternative to traditional tech hubs like the Bay Area, Boston, and Austin. We've always had great weather and low taxes, but the pandemic has awakened tech and finance firms to the reality that they can operate their businesses from anywhere, right here. Since 2013, the Miami DDA has focused primarily on attracting finance firms, startups, and innovation companies that have a track record for creating well-paying jobs and delivering significant economic impact. And this year, since downtown Miami has welcomed an influx of hedge funds, tech firms, early stage businesses, and remote workers that are stimulating dramatic growth in the neighborhood. Last fall, the DDA launched a new campaign, Follow the Sun, which is offering companies up to $150,000 over 3 years in exchange for relocating right here to downtown and creating jobs. Our campaign to create more diversity in the types of companies to Miami and bringing more high-paying jobs to our community is working. And we're seeing tremendous momentum in building awareness. In the last few months, everyone from the Wall Street Journal to CNBC and Bloomberg are documenting the exodus of finance tech and tech firms to Miami. And this is creating a lot of excitement. So coming out of the pandemic, downtown Miami will emerge as the nexus of South Florida's live, work, play lifestyle. Miami DDA has ensured we stay atop of mind as a world-class destination brimming with innovation and diversity in art and culture through pandemic, while also prioritizing, as John said, health and safety. So that's a little bit what we're doing. Just a little.
You've been pretty busy.
Yeah.
You guys did an amazing during the pandemic. You guys were amazing. I remember the concert they had, the virtual concert with the DJ with the icon.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
You did that.
A lot of hard work, a lot of love and labor, because we love our downtown. It's a labor of love.
And thank you to a lot of our hotel colleagues that lost their jobs, and you guys helped them and with Miami-Dade Community College and really bumped it up and assisted it. That really says a lot about what you do and what you continue to do. So thank you very much.
Oh, it is our pleasure.
So we're expecting fireworks again this year at Bayfront Park.
Yes,
Whoa.
Fireworks at Bayfront Park. Yes, they will be happening. So definitely look at our website, check out our website to get more information about tickets.
Nice. Yeah. Then the Bayside area, I know they have the Ferris wheel. They're going to revamp that whole Bayside area where Pier 5 was and everything else, or that's staying the same? They're still building the.
Yes, that is, to my knowledge, that's still underway.
They're still building that giant paperclip. Is that still in the works? Look, that's what it looks like. I'll be honest. It looks like a giant paperclip.
To my knowledge, yes, but I will get back to you on that, and I will let you know if anything changes. I'll make sure you're updated.
Okay, well, thank you, Kim. Very informative. Thank you very much for your information. Thank you for the last minute. You really captured and ran with it.
Christina wanted to be here. Please know that she wanted to, but when she couldn't make it, of course, it was my pleasure to fill in. The DDA is important to everyone here attending and on this call.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. We may have a few more questions for you as well. Ceci, how are you?
Good. Where's the Miley? I have a question. Where's the Miley Cyrus SNL guy? Where are they going to be commenting from? Do you know? No, they've been promoting that they're going to host something in Miami Beach for New Year's Eve, and I just wondered where. I had thought maybe Bayfront Park. Nope. All right. Just wondered.
I don't know, but let's see if we can get them over here.
I've been Googling it and stuff, and the articles all just reference Miami, but it doesn't say exactly where they're going to be doing their, broadcasting their countdown, whatever. So anyway.
Well, they always do
Thanks for having me back, Miguel.
You're welcome. I know they do a lot of last minute. Remember one year they had Pitbull come off of the yacht in Bayfront Park, and it was, I think, on Fox, and they carried it a live feed for the world to see. So I'm sure something is in the works. And it's always nice to see the orange go up, or actually no, come down off the Intercontinental Hotel. That's really cool as well. So Ceci, tell us about Ocean Drive and what's going on and all the fun stuff in South Beach.
Art Basel was amazing for us. I mean, for the industry, everybody, they outdid themselves. Certainly it wasn't anything we thought maybe they're going to pull back, maybe because of the, new variants. Maybe it was outstanding, and it was literally stellar with all of those drones coming together, the 500 plus drones doing these. It was just really out of this world. And Ocean Drive is still closed to vehicular traffic. If you may be following it, it did pass to open it, but that doesn't happen magically overnight. So they are striping the street. It's going to be one way going south from 13th Street to 5th Street. From 13th to 15th, it's going to remain kind of a plaza area, pedestrian friendly. 15th Street is still going to be open, though, because we do have residents on 15th Street. So you'll still be able to get over there. The Bancroft is turning into an office space. The News Cafe is going to be reopening as the News Cafe. The Pelican has had millions infused. It's not going to be open by New Year's, but certainly the Gabriel South Beach is our new anchor on the south side of Ocean Drive, and it's balancing everything out. The great news is that we are going to have our fireworks, our South Beach fireworks on Ocean Drive. The Ocean Drive Association always has a special event permit for that. We usually have the permit for the closure of the street, but the street is still closed until January 3rd. And we're going to have, December 30th is going to be Harry Styles on the beach. It's the Capital One concert, Orange Bowl pep rally, beach bash, they've renamed it a couple of times. I think this year it's called the Beach Bash, but it's the Orange Bowl Capital One Harry Style free concert. It's going to be really lovely. We're going to have tens of 20s of thousands of people out there. And the street is closed to vehicular traffic. So we're looking forward to that. Start kicking off the New Year's Eve weekend. The New Year's Eve itself, December 30th, the cafes will be all extended into the street as they are annually. And we're going to have these wonderful fireworks. We're known for our fireworks. It's the same fire company. It's off of barge. It's absolutely going to be amazing. 15 minutes of fireworks. Everybody can see it from the rooftop. The nice thing is they see the bayfront from rooftop and they see the ocean drive from rooftop. So really the benefit comes from the people that are high enough to see both of them going on. But the people at the cafes are al fresco under the stars on iconic Ocean Drive. I know a lot of my cafes are taking reservations and it's going to be a really wonderful place. We have still the East Espanola Way, which is that east part where Lost Weekend is and Senor Frogs is, and that area. It's always been kind of some, a little bit of a pain point, right? Going through there, dark, a lot of vehicles, really not that friendly, but it is the pedestrian link from Ocean to Collins to Espanola Way. Now is got these beautiful hanging from between all these clouds. It's an art really expo. John, you might know the name of the artist. I don't know. I know on the West Espanola Way, which is what I call traditional Espanola Way, Carlos Betancourt has his art expo. But John, who is the one that's on East Espanola Way? Do you know? You're shaking your head, so.
I'm trying to find it as quick as I can. But yes, it's amazing because they painted the sides of the buildings as well as have the clouds going across the promenade, and they are lit up at night. So it's a fabulous installation.
Yeah, it's a beautiful installation. This is really a great placemaking example. One, it was a pain point for us. It was difficult to walk up and down that street. The connectivity, right, in that area, it was almost like an alley. Now, it's called Friends with Me. Thank you, Naomi. It's called Friends with Me. It's clouds. It's reminiscent of the umbrella sky. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's lit up at night, which was the goal. It is not only safer, but in a beautiful way. And our message always has been, let's do things to make the area safer, but let's do it beautifully. Beautiful ambiance brings beautiful behavior, and we are seeing big changes now that the convention center is open, the cruise liners are open, we're open, and we're seeing really kind of the dynamics changing in the area, which is we're excited about. There's going to be Home Alone in Lummis Park on December 18th. And they have something going on this weekend called Imagination Playground. So the city in Lummis Park, which is the park on the other side of Ocean Drive. And so that's really lovely because now the daytime art activities, playground, family friendly, that's all kind of kicking in. Then we have Art Deco Weekend, right? After New Year's Eve, we have Art Deco Weekend. Art Deco Weekend is traditional, and I know they have every plans to continue that. And then we have Food and Wine Festival, which I know John's already talked about. That's always great. And we still have Boat Show now, right, John? Right. So we have Boat Show. How exciting. That is good for all of us, right? That is one of the best times for our businesses. They do a lot of business during Boat Show. So they're excited we're having Boat Show. Food and Wine Festival is always wonderful. I will tell you, the city of Miami Beach has, for the past year, put a lot of planning into March programming. So March, every single weekend of March is going to have a theme. I know we're working really closely with the GMCBB, and I'm working with some of the restaurants. We want to have a restaurant program and a hotel program that kind of falls under the shadow of Miami Spice, so that we have things going on in the park. The first weekend is going to be Eraser, some is an EDM type of big throwback weekend. Alana Morissette is coming in the second weekend. The third weekend, I wrote it down. The third weekend, Juanes. The third weekend is Latin weekend. And then the fourth weekend is the kind of the show classical symphonic weekend. And we have Bernadette Peters coming in. Those are the headliners. They're going to have a lot of small programs going on throughout March. It's great for the hotels to be able to capitalize on this programming for the attraction of the people. The restaurants are going to have something similar to kind of like a Miami Spice. So they're going to lay out the red carpet to welcome everybody and provide them with some really great activities. Art and culture is going to be front and center during March. Who doesn't want to be in Miami Beach during March, right? But they could also be anywhere. So let's give them some positive programming so that they can participate while they're here. So I'm really excited about that. And then, of course, RNC. We're already talking about RNC in May. What was happening Mother's Day weekend?
The Formula One.
Yes, the Formula One.
Formula One's going to be huge. I was speaking to David Whitaker the other day, and he had mentioned they had sold 400 suites at $100,000 each. Each suite can only accommodate up to 17 people, and they sold out in less than 24 hours. The amount of money that will be here, and this is long-term. This is not a one-time event. I had the pleasure of touring the Hard Rock Stadium where they have where they actually have the track, and it's amazing what they've done in 6 months. They've completely transformed that parking area around the east side of the track, east side of the stadium into a track. It's going to be phenomenal. So
Yeah,
there's no more season in Miami.
Exactly. And Miguel, this Formula One is a 10-year contract that they have locked in. So over the next decade, every year in May, we will be hosting the world's Grand Prix Formula One fanatics here in Miami.
Yep. And I heard that, and correct me if I'm wrong, Formula One is the highest revenue generating sport in the world, secondly followed by soccer. But Formula One is it. So all the money will be coming to Miami come May. So yes, the future is certainly bright.
It is really great for our industry. It really is great for our industry. I'm going to tell you, we still are understaffed. We still have GMs that are running front desks, making beds. We are very understaffed, and now we're like full occupancy. So my message first, I have two things. Go back to wearing your masks. Everybody's nervous about the new variants, and people go back and make people feel safe. Even if you're vaccinated, they don't know that. It's not tiptoed on your head. Go back to wearing your masks. Wear it everywhere, all the time. Our customer base needs to feel safe wherever they're at. Secondly, be kind to your employees. They are carrying the load of 2 or 3 staff members who just haven't returned to work. We've got holes all over the place. I see managers getting very frustrated, and I'm like, don't lose the people that are stepped up and came to work. You have to be able to figure out how you're going to handle that emotional quotient that you have, because the people that actually did step up and come to work don't deserve to have that kind of frustration laid out on them. So be kind to the people that are there, realize that they probably need a little bit more of a break, right, than pushing them to the edge to where they don't come back to work. So we still are very understaffed. We'll see what happens with that, but I've been hearing that all over. I have a Tourism Hospitality Council meeting tomorrow. I'm going to send Miguel the link and he can send it out. We have John Copeland coming to talk about Art Basel. So we also have Freddie Peterson, and I also have Ken Hendel. And I think it was interesting. Ken Hendel owns Gal Art in Aventura, but he's also involved in Red Dot. So I thought it would be really interesting to hear from an actual gallerist and how did it affect their business and what do they get out of, Art Basel. We get tourists and visitors, but it's all really about the art business, right? At the end of the day. So I invite everybody to come. You don't have to be a chamber member, and it's going to be 100% on Zoom. We were trying to do hybrids, but now people are feeling a lot more comfortable on Zoom. So we're just going to continue with the Zoom as much. Art Deco Cultural District the mayor has a panel, and they've been meeting over the past year. I'm just throwing it out there. They're having a workshop tomorrow. They're having a workshop on Friday. So we will hear more about Ocean Drive long-term planning with Bernard Ziskovich, how they're going to put that $25 million from the GEO bond into a long-term plan, $5 million for Lummis Park. Raymond Jungles is designing, and Bernard Ziskovich is really in a tough spot. He's looking at listen, we're going to get his recommendation, which is the best recommendation he can give us as an urban planner. And then we're going to figure out if it feasibly and functionally works for what we need. But I don't want him to censor himself because, oh, that's always been a one way, or that's never going to work. Like, give me your best plan and we'll figure out the details afterwards. So I'm really loving hearing from Bernard Ziskovich, which is one of the best urban planners that we have. And he's got a team of 5 different organizations, planners, Raymond Jungles being one of them. So those things are happening. We're in evolution.
Cool. Ceci, real quick, a question about Washington Avenue. Is the traffic patterns going to continue, or they may reconsider and go back to the way it used to be?
The city is really looking at all of that. So the part of this whole pilot program and the Bernard Ziskovich issue is that he's taking the entire district into consideration. So, I think for a long time, Washington Avenue, Collins Avenue, and Ocean Drive have operated in a vacuum from each other. There's a reason for that. Washington's a city street, Collins is a state street, Ocean is a county street. So there is kind of a fundamental reason that they've always been treated separately, but we're looking now comprehensively because we do flow together. We flow also to Española Way, and we keep forgetting that Lincoln Road is walking distance. And there are people that will park on Lincoln Road and walk all the way down to Ocean Drive. They walk everywhere else in the world, right? So we're seeing that there's a flow pattern. There's a reason to look at this comprehensively, and we're starting to do that.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for the panelists? For the DDA, or for the Greater Miami Convention Visitors Bureau, or for the Ocean Drive Association, or for myself? None whatsoever.
Well, Miguel, I wanted to I know we were talking a little bit about sports, but one thing that everyone should have on their radar is the Capital One Orange Bowl. That will be on New Year's Eve, and this is a semifinal game for the college championship. And so it'll be the University of Michigan versus the University of Georgia, which means there will be travelers here for that game. University of Georgia is just up the road in Athens, and so they're going to be driving down en masse for this game. And University of Michigan, their fans always travel very well for their games. So on top of everything else, this will be a heightened Orange Bowl experience this year with a lot on the line.
Good that we're in the spotlight once again for semifinals. Excellent. Thank you very much, everyone. My closing remarks. I want to wish everyone a happy holiday, whether you are happy, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever the case may be. I wish you all the best with all the trimmings. Also have an amazing new year if we do not speak before. We've come a long way. Our future is bright and continues to get brighter. Ceci put a good tone there that please be kind to those that are working, because they probably do wear multiple hats, doing the best that they can do with what they have. And it's unfortunate to them, and it's unfortunate to the management as well. The labor pool, not only here locally, but statewide and nationwide, is quite a challenge. We can't find the people that want to work. I know we've been hiring in different hotels, and they just can't find the right people, whatever it may be. And I'm sure that we'll get through it, but people are coming and they deserve to be served as they should. They're paying top dollars, and that's what they came here for. And we want to make sure that the efforts of the Convention and Visitors Bureau and the DDA don't go unnoticed. They got them here. Now we got to make sure they come back. And the only way they will come back is if we give them memorable experience, positive, memorable experiences, not negative, because that's all. We do not need any more negative influences. No challenge is too large for all of us. So I want to make sure that you all have an amazing holiday season, amazing holiday. And we look forward to speaking to you again. January 12th, we will have the South Beach Wine and Food Festival on to talk about all the fun things that are happening in February. And we have so many other great things going on that it'll be jam-packed once again. For those of you who joined us today, thank you for taking an hour out of your day to join us, or actually 40 minutes out of your day to join us. And we hope to see you again soon. God bless. Stay safe. Happy holidays. Hello, and welcome to the SFCA podcast. Our goal is to inspire travel. We want to expose you to what Miami and South Florida has to offer. From Key Biscayne to Coconut Grove, South Beach to Calle Ocho, and everywhere in between. Miami is a vibrant city and offers a wide array of popular attractions and venues. Come join us.